All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
What is up, everybody? Big Marley 3 from SHIPIT Nation here to break down the Week 13 NFL Afternoon Slate for you guys. I can't believe it's already Week 13. The season has been flying by, but it has been a great season for me and the staff and members over at SHIPITNation.com. If you haven't signed up yet, then I don't know what you're waiting for. You get content and projections for all sports, and we have been seeing big wins in the Discord every night. It is the best Discord in the industry, so sign up and get in there and join in on these big wins. You get all sports for one low price, and we have member giveaways every week as well. All right, let's get into this 3-game afternoon slate. The first game is our lowest total of the slate. We have the Bucs are 5.5-point home favorites, and the Panthers have the lowest team total of the week at 15.25. The only Panthers player that I have any interest in this week is going to be Adam Thielen at wide receiver. This Bucs defense has been good at stopping the run and bad at stopping the pass. You could get contrarian and play a Mingo or a Chark if you want to and hope that they can catch a long touchdown or something like that. But they have just been awful this season along with Bryce Young. So Adam Thielen is just the only guy on this whole Panthers team that I would trust enough to roster personally. This Bucs team, I do have more interest in. And then the Panthers are awful at stopping the run, so I think that Rachaad White is going to be my favorite running back on the slate, probably. Definitely my favorite play in this game. And then I like to stack him with the Bucs defense as well and just go against that Bryce Young. Chris Godwin is going to be questionable this week, but if he plays, then I would say Mike Evans is the only wide receiver I have any interest in. If Godwin ends up sitting, then I have even more interest in Mike Evans. But that would also bring in Trey Palmer into play as well. He's only 3.2K this week. He has long playability. And then Cade Otton over at tight end. He's the cheapest tight end I have interest in on this slate. He's 3.2K as well. And he's averaging over 10 DraftKings points the last 6 weeks. The next game is the game of the week. This is the game that everyone will be trying to stack up. And the two best quarterbacks are from this game. The 49ers are 3-point road favorites in this one, and we have a 47.5-point total. Jalen Hurts is coming off his best game of the season, scoring 36.5 DraftKings points last week. But he did rush for 65 yards and 2 touchdowns to get there. That was his second game in a row with 2 rushing touchdowns, though, and now he has 11 on the season. He can get there with his legs, but I would still want him stacked with at least one of A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith. I'd also be fine using DeAndre Swift in my Hurts stacks as well, but those are really the only Eagles I'm looking to target this week. And if you want to get real contrarian, you can use DeAndre Swift stacked up with the Eagles DST and just avoid all the chalky pieces on San Francisco if you want to. I don't know if I'll have the balls for that, though. But Brock Purdy is a great play over here. At 6,100, I would want him stacked with at least 2 of Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, and George Kittle. Those 4 get all the work. I expect him with one of the wide receivers and CMC will be the popular route that most people will attack. And then I think George Kittle will be the lowest owned of the group. There are lots of ways to stack up this team, though, so I won't let the chalk scare me away from this one, and it is going to be my favorite offense to stack up on this short 3-game slate. And then the last of the 3 games is the Browns at the Rams. The Rams are 3.5-point favorites with a 22-point total. 22-point team total. If I am using Matthew Stafford, who is coming off his best game of the year. He had 4 touchdowns last week. If I'm using him, then I'm locking in at least one of Cooper Kupp or Puka Nacua. I'm also fine throwing in a Tutu Atwell or a Tyler Higbee as cheap punt options if that's what we need to pay up elsewhere. And then my favorite Ram of the day is going to be Kyler Williams at running back. He broke the slate last week, scoring 41 DraftKings points. I'm fine stacking him with Stafford as well, or we could stack him with the Rams DST, and they are going against Joe Flacco this week. I doubt I end up using Joe Flacco personally, but I am interested in a couple of his Browns pieces. I think that Amari Cooper is probably just going to be a little bit too pricey for me on this slate. There's other pay-up options that I would rather get to instead, but I do like the cheaper options on the Browns. We have Elijah Moore. He is only $3,500 on this slate, and he has a good connection with Flacco from their days with the Jets. I like him a good amount, and then I also like David Njoku at tight end. He is $4,100, and he has averaged 11 targets per game the last 3 weeks. And I would imagine that Flacco is throwing a lot of short A-dot passes that should end up benefiting a guy like Njoku. And then Jerome Ford should also get a little bit more work this week, and he could get some more check down targets as well from an immobile quarterback like Flacco. And then if you want to pair him with the Browns D, they are the best defense. They're the best part of this team is their defense. And I don't mind that Ford and Brown stack. But that is pretty much how I will be attacking this afternoon slate. All of my plays and notes are posted over at SHIPITNation.com. All sports are included. One low price, so you guys can play more and pay less. I'll be back with a primetime slate breakdown, but if you guys can hit that like and subscribe button for us, it really helps out. Good luck on this afternoon slate. I hope to see some Ship It logos up top. Thanks for listening. Go ship something.